The cave stretched on, silent, broken only by the echo of her steps. The shard's glow, pale and cold, guided Seren forward, pulsing softly blue against the endless black. The air thickened, heavy, and made her stomach twist. Hunger gnawed at her ribs, a hollow ache that blurred her focus. Ahead, a cavern yawned wide before her. It was vast. The air was colder now. Below sprawled the mire, a pool of black poison, endless and unmoving. A thin mist hovered low, curling as though alive, carrying the stench of acid and rot. Seren's knees weakened. She turned her head, swallowing hard as bile rose in her throat. The shard dimmed red in her palm. Stone paths jutted across the mire, narrow and crumbling like brittle bones. A loose rock shifted beneath her boot, tumbling free. It struck the poison soundlessly and dissolved before her eyes. Seren hesitated. The shard's light flickered faintly, then steadied back to blue. Forward. The first step was the hardest. The stones groaned beneath her weight, slick and treacherous. Green stains streaked their edges where the poison had licked them clean. She moved slowly, her legs shaking, the ache in her stomach twisted into nausea. The shard grew warmer in her palm, its glow steady as it guided her steps. At the far edge of the mire, the stones widened into solid ground. There, a figure crouched. His shape was hunched, spiked. Beside him, a faint torch flickered, its flame weak and sickly. Seren froze. The shard flared red, then dimmed again to blue. Her boots scuffed quietly against the stone as she crept closer. The man's head tilted up, sunken eyes catching the shard's glow. He gestured towards her. The shard remained blue.
Oh, don't step in that. See how your boot is weeping now? The poison's a cruel thing. It loves to drain things. Soon enough, there'll be nothing left but your toes staring back at you. You didn't know, did you? Of course not. No one ever does until it's too late. That's how the poison likes it. Quiet at first, then it takes everything. Your boot, your skin, your mind. You're heading deeper, aren't you? They always go deeper. But you won't make it across this mess on your own. No. No. The stones will slip, the poison will bite, and the shadows won't let you leave. But lucky for you, I'm here. A map shows the safe paths, the place where the stones hold, where the poison doesn't whisper your name. And this? A torch. They don't like light. Makes them restless. But nothing comes free. Not here. Not anywhere. No coins, no baubles. I deal in something more, far more precious. A splinter, just a shard of your shard. Tiny, really. You won't even miss it. But it'll be enough for me. Fair, don't you think? A little piece of your hope for a chance to survive. That's better odds than most get down here. They didn't listen. Didn't think they needed help. Thought they could fight their way through. The Mire doesn't care how strong you are, it takes all the same. But you... Oh, you've got something different in you, don't you? I see it. The shard burns in you, brighter than in most. You could make it, if you let me help you. What's the matter? Don't trust me? Well, I don't blame you. I don't either. But think quickly. The poison won't wait. And I'm growing impatient.
She left him behind. The torch he had given her burned faintly in her grip, but its light was enough to cut through the oily dark. The path ahead stretched farther than she had realized, twisting, disappearing into the mire's gloom. The map felt more like a mockery than a guide. How could anyone, even that man, survive in a place like this? That thought dissolved as she caught sight of light spilling through an opening. It was faint, but clear. She pressed forward onto a narrow walkway. The stones beneath her feet solid. For the first time, with the promise of escape, her steps slowed. Piles of bodies slumped against the stone walls, their broken swords and trinkets scattered like offerings. Maggots whirled in empty sockets, feeding on what little remained of the forgotten. Seren tread carefully, her breath shallow. The torchlight flickered, casting uneasy shadows as she entered the clearing. She stopped. The ground ahead opened wide, an arena, and at its center lay a corpse. Its skin was grey, waxy, stretched taut over bone, its legs severed at the thighs, the stumps blackened and rotted. Its fingers twitched, raw, bloodied, dragging the ruined body forward. Half buried in a gulch beside the path, a rusted blade glinted faintly. Seren dropped to her knees, her hurried hand dunked in poison. The burn was immediate, fire sinking into her flesh, crawling up her arm like molten iron. She clenched her teeth and ripped the broken sword free. Her foot struck his chest hard, and his body slid back. And for a moment, his hollow eyes remained locked on hers, and then he tipped over the edge. The poison swallowed him silently, leaving nothing behind. Seren stood there. The broken sword trembled in her burned hand. Her skin throbbed, dark veins spreading up her wrist. The poison crawling deeper. Her stomach twisted violently. Hunger clawed at her insides, but she forced herself forward. The torchlight flickered weakly, barely holding its form. The path ahead was clear, but every step, every movement was a struggle. The burned hand pulsed with pain, a dull, constant ache, but stopping was not an option. At last, the cavern's edge emerged. Seren pulled herself onto solid ground, collapsing to her knees. The air hit her like ice, sharp and free of the mire stench. Rain fell beyond the cave's mouth, thin, biting, stinging at her bruised skin. And there, on the horizon, a village. Its crooked buildings leaned together like broken things. Lanterns flickered dimly in the distance, and smoke curled from a single chimney twisting upward into the pale, moonlit sky. Her stomach ached, the hollow pain worse now. She pressed her burned hand against her chest. In the distance, a sign swayed in the wind. For now, survival was enough.